I dove into the realm of SH figure arts over the summer. Got a Vegeta here. I know next to nothing about Dragon Ball Z, but I know I always liked the character because he was just always so angry and like always just had such a temper. But these figures are awesome. Most people already know about these guys, and I was late getting into it, so I'm not about to go back and collect them all or anything. But I just always used to pick Vegeta from all the video games and stuff that me and my buddies would play. And so I was like, I like the character enough to buy this, and I'm glad I did. It's really cool. Also, what else we got over here? Got Darkseid drinking beer with the Undertaker. This is the kind of stuff that goes on my counter. This I showed the last time. This display stand is from the King Beastman. This Ghost Rider I recently got from the Marvel Walkies from participating in one of their contests like a while back. But never got this figure before, so I was happy to have it and have him looking like he's about to pounce on Thor. What else we got going on over here? This is one of the new Predators that just came out. They based on the old Kenner toys. I really dig the way these look. I don't know anything about Predators that much. I like the the movies, but the toy line I never had as a kid, but my roommate did. So he saw these and he was like, I got to get these. He's also been on these Pacific Rim figures, which I think look really cool. And he's got a bunch actually. They're scattered around the apartment in various poses, but we've been messing around with a little bit of props for him, just trying to get like these fold out buildings and whatnot. So if you're like taking pictures or whatever, it looks like it's just this giant freaking guy in the background of a building. He's experimenting with stuff like this because he wants to do another one of his Godzilla stop motions and like include some of these guys and some of the monsters. I think it's cool. This Predator though, like for some reason, I know it's never been anything like that in the movie, but I dig the looks of these guys. There's also like a red lava one. I still like the samurai red one though. That's my favorite one. Eventually I'll probably wind up picking that up at some point. This is what I was talking about. My roommate's been getting into some of these set building stuff. He's got his little tanks, and he made this whole set for like his Godzilla and his like bigger, his figure arts. I'm sorry, monster arts. This is the classic Godzilla, the one that just came out. I'm doing this all with a handheld flashlight too because it's dark in here. But he made these electrical towers and like these trees and stuff he gets from like the hobby shop. But stuff like this he wants to use in his set. But yeah, I think it's really cool stuff, and I'm looking forward to see what he does with it. And then over here, we got his Dragon Ball Z set that he's working on. He got Frieza, where I got Vegeta, but he's also been making like a terrain for like Dragon Ball Z stuff too. So I guess it's really accurate to the show based on like pictures and stuff I've seen. But yeah, that's what he's been working on. I'm hoping that he actually comes through and does some stop motion with this stuff because I think these sets and stuff are pretty good. Now let me show you exactly what I've been up to the past however long. I picked up Wave 1 of the Star Wars Black Series. They're hanging on the wall right now. I've had them all open and messed with them all, and they're all real cool figures. I just don't have a real good place to display them or anything right now, so I just keep them there until I figured out exactly what I want to do with them. Lately, let's see what else I got going on here. Let me get the light on. We'll come back over here in a few minutes for those of us who are curious about what's going on in my animation corner. But the Toys R Us is having that buy one get one 40% off sale where you get the free Triple H. So I picked up this John Cena, first John Cena figure I ever bought. Figured I might as well, right? He's from the John Laurinaitis Build-A-Figure wave, so I got the arms and stuff right here. Got the Daniel Bryan from the Paul Heyman series. I'll probably get this guy opened up at some point and mess with him. I like the idea of having 2 tag titles, even though they're the modern ones. I would have preferred like the classic ones, just because when I get like the New Age Outlaws, I'm probably going to want to display them with the classic tag titles. But this is the most current rendition of Daniel Bryan that there is, as far as I know, so good stuff. And it comes with some Paul Heyman part, the legs, I guess. Whatever. And here's the Triple H that's free. Might wind up going back and getting a couple other figures next week and seeing if I can score another free Triple H so I can, help somebody out or, whatever the case may be, have them for trades. Speaking of trades, got this guy today. $5. Posted something on one of the wrestling Facebook pages about how I saw this guy for $5 and I couldn't bring myself to buy him. And a couple people were like, you probably should have done that because that's worth a little more than $5. I don't know. One of my buddies said it goes for anywhere between like 10 all the way up to like 60 or 70 depending on who's selling it and what time of the year and how sought after it is. So I was like, you know what, for $5 I can do it. I'm not a Jeff Hardy fan, but I know there's a lot of people who are, so maybe I can trade it towards something that I'm actually looking for as far as, you know, Mattel goes. I know there's actually a Rhino in this series that looks really cool, and I wouldn't mind having that either, so whatever. Figure that out. And I also picked these guys up. It was funny because you can see $29.99 right there. When I picked it up, it had two price stickers on it. It was that one, and then there was one that said $49.99. So I brought it up to the guy. It was like at a used video game shop, like a vintage, like retro gaming, where they sell Nintendo and Sega and all that kind of stuff. And the owner was just like, well, I asked the owner, I was like, I know you got two price tags on this, which one are you really asking for? And he was like, it's actually the $49.99. So I was ready to like hold off on it, and he's just like, nah, dude, no big deal. He rips off the $49.91, and it's just like, yeah, $30. I'm like, shit, all right, thanks, man. So he helped me out. I'll remember that. I've actually traded in a bunch of stuff with them before, so I don't know if he recognized me or remembered me or what, or if he was just being a good businessman. Although he's been a terrible businessman if he wanted to make money, but either way, I'm happy to have this, guys. The point I got this one was because I like the unmasked Daredevil head. I wanted to try and do something with Scott Summers, maybe have like an unmasked Cyclops. I haven't gotten the Wolverine 6-inch, the new figures, the Puck Wave yet, but I know that Cyclops is a lot better than the Astonishing X-Men one I have, and plus it'll make animating for X-Men Brotherhood a lot easier, which, by the way, I haven't forgotten about it. It's coming. But, yeah, it's cool to have Kingpin, too, finally, just to have another Marvel villain. Plus, these guys have that Toy Biz Marvel Legend figure smell that I'm no doubt going to sit here and smell the package of when I open them up. But that's most of the new stuff I've gotten in the past, well, this is all in the past week, and the Star Wars figures I've been getting for the past, like, however long they've been out. Let me take you back over to the animation studio and show you what you're going to get into. Before we begin, I updated my little home base, I guess you can call it. I got it so I can watch, you know, everything in full screen that I'm doing on my computer there. Also, it serves as a second screen too, so if I want to do something on the computer and just have like a Netflix movie playing on that, I can do that too. But and I've been playing 64 because you know, I like to have all the honeys over so we can play Strip GoldenEye. That's not true, although that's actually not a bad thing to lead into. Anyway, let's talk about Collision, my wrestling event that I'm working on here. You can see I'm in the middle of CM Punk and Steve Austin. They're the first match on the card, and they're going to open up strong, let me tell you. But this bridge, I made out of that 1-inch thick foam that a lot of the people on the Dial Structure page use. Basically, I just wanted something that I could use as a set piece with Marvel or the Ninja Turtles or whatever the case. Like these little brick accent things I'm doing. You can't really probably see that one, but this one. Just little stuff you could use, you know, for displays and various, I don't know, whatever else. And then these little pieces here are actually like independent, like they're just little like a mini part of a wall with bricks hanging off, and then this is another one back here, just to add accents to your figures or whatever. And then I took some props and made like a Collision sign and hung it off a ladder. And this thing is just pieces of the old Jack-specific Titantron and just a screen I made. But I like the look of it. It looks war-torn and battered. It kind of goes along with the theme of my Warzone stage, which is a brick building that looks like it's all been blown up. I'm sure anybody that's watched my videos, my animations, already knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, went with the white ropes this time. Just went to Michael's and picked up elastic cord or whatever it was. And, you know, whatever. Good stuff. I'll show you a few clips of this match that I've got, because I know I put it in the title that you're getting a sneak preview of Collision, so definitely want to make sure I live up to my promise. But, yeah, I guess for the time being, that's really all I've been up to. I don't have a whole lot else that I can really show you without giving away things about the upcoming stop motions or any of the rest of it. So, yeah, that's really all I got today. Enjoy these previews, and we'll see you next time.
That's crispy.